Good day everyone, this is Alvin again from the Philippines and welcome to my top 10 best preliminary performances, preliminary evening gown performances for Miss Grand International 2021. So earlier, I'm not sure if you have watched it, but the preliminary competition of Miss Grand International was streamed live and we were able to witness how amazing the production once again from Miss Grand International. I mean, no one can really beat Miss Grand International organization when it comes to production of swimsuit, evening gown preliminaries, and final performances. It feels like they're just getting better and better every year, and that's what makes us look forward to all the things that they're going to offer in this finale and in the next years to come as well. So kudos to the organization before we begin our review. So right now, as what I have said earlier in the intro, I will be naming my top 10 best evening gown performances. So before we talk about my top 10, my primary basis is more on the gown and most importantly, the way they carry themselves and the way they walk, because it's very important that the ladies are very confident with themselves when they're on stage, because there's a lot of ladies who's got amazing gowns. There's a lot of stunning gowns tonight and have to commend all the designers who designed those gowns, but unfortunately there were really some ladies that were overpowered by their gowns. So I would really prefer ladies who's really showing control and domination over their gown, no matter how overly designed it is. So it's more on the ladies this time. So here are my top 10 with some surprising countries in the top 10, and I'm really hoping, I'm not sure if they are in your list as well, but let's begin. Starting with my number 10, Hong Kong, San Yang. You know what's interesting about Hong Kong is that we knew her as a bubbly and funny candidate who seems to, it feels like she just came to bring light and energy to the competition, someone who just wanted to have fun and enjoy the moment. But wow, there's a silent killer in this woman. I am amazed at how she was styled tonight in evening gown preliminaries, from the face, from her hair, to the choice of the evening gown and her walk. I mean, superb. I feel like she's got one of the ladies who's got an amazing walk tonight, and I'm talking about consistently good walk from the time she entered the stage until she exits, and that's a consistency that I'm really looking for a performance. So good job, Hong Kong. I'm really surprised. My number 9 goes to Guatemala, Maria Jose Sazo. I am a little bit on the fence when it comes to the choice of gown. I don't hate it, but I don't like it that much either. But either way, I always adore a candidate who is showing like she enjoyed what she's doing on stage without overdoing it. And I think and I believe Guatemala just did that. It was more of a fairy tale-ish ball moment when she does her turns, her walks, and executions on stage, and her facial expressions just says it all. I mean, she is truly living the moment when she was performing. So I felt that and I love that. My number 8 goes to, surprise again, Mauritius, Naomi Buan. Oh my gosh, where did this girl come from? This is how you make a huge surprise in the competition. I noticed that she's got a good walk during the national costume when she was parading her Goddess of the Sea theme national costume. She's got an amazing walk there, and I am super happy that she delivered here as well in the evening gown competition and doing extremely well, to be honest. I love the first turn that she did. I believe that was really clean and well polished. Love the sleek hairstyle as it emphasized her beauty even more. It worked perfectly on her, and I think the fact that she looked 6 feet tall, that gives her more impact and made sure that she's being noticed when she's on stage, and with her overall aura, it was given more emphasis. I mean, she just looked Toweresque, and she was just beyond stunning, completely surprised. So will that give her the pass to the top 20? We'll see. My number 7 goes to Bolivia, Eloisa Gutierrez, what a beautiful gown she's wearing. I love the design and the pattern of the dress, and I love how it made her look like a clear standout. I love the fact that she made sure that the dress doesn't overpower her, because it was, to be honest, it was a bit too much. But my gosh, Bolivia just showed who's the boss on stage that night. Her gown may be too much, but she made sure that she's in control. And the way she carried it, I mean, that was extremely good. And that's something that I really have to commend. I mean, we have seen just the right amount of confidence and personality and great walk that we needed. So congratulations to Bolivia. The number 6 goes to South Africa. Jeane Van Dam. The gown choice was great to me. She looked stunning in it, but I feel like they could still go for more and push for something more that screams winning gown. I love the gown, but it doesn't give me winning gown vibes yet. So, if she'll go far, I recommend a gown change, but nevertheless, I just love her energy when she's on stage. Super beautiful face, and I love how confident she is in showcasing herself, in showcasing her walk, and showcasing that stunning face. That's the kind of personality that we needed on stage. So good job to her. My number 5 goes to Puerto Rico. Vivianie Diaz Arroyo, what a clean and solid performance overall. And as always, love the choice of gown, love the color, and I wouldn't mind if she won't change her gown at all, because that was already amazing. It would be very interesting if she goes as far as top 5, and if they have some, I'm not really sure if they have prepared a different gown that could top this off, because this already looked amazing. And I just can imagine if she goes to the top 5 and win, I believe it would be a perfect compliment for her gown and the MGI crown. Love Vivianie. I mean, she never failed to impress all of us with her performance, beauty, and charisma. And her intro, I believe she did sign language, if I got it correctly. Love that. My number 4 goes to Brazil. Lorena Rodrigues. I am not usually a fan of this type of dress because it feels like it's very common, but Brazil made me loved it. I mean, she definitely nailed it in that red gown. I love her facial expressions, loved her walk. She looked super luscious and stunning in red, and it's amazing how the color just popped out of her skin. I mean, she was radiant, she was shining, she's got all the energy that shines on stage during her performance. I wanted to see her with a different gown in the finals, but to be honest, this may not be my favorite gown, but she gave justice to this gown. I love Brazil tonight. Well done. My number 3 goes to the Philippines. Samantha Panlilio. I am actually in love with how unique her choice of gown was. It's definitely something unexpected, but when she dropped the cape, I mean, that was really, really something new. Something that we haven't seen yet in the field of pageantry. Well, at least for me, I haven't seen something like that being performed in any pageant. So kudos to the designer. And also I have to commend Samantha as well, because she carried herself very, very well. Great walk, great turns, loved her face. And look at her reaction when she was walking on stage. She's truly living the moment. And that's something that, as what I said earlier, that's something that we are looking for, someone who's performing on stage. Someone who's not really, because there are cases where the ladies are walking good, but it's a bit over rehearsed. But for the Philippines, that's the kind of walk and expression and personality that we wanted. Something that it feels like the organization is making their dreams come true, because you can really feel it with how they are living the moment. So I'm pretty sure that Samantha is very, very proud of that gown and of that performance. My number 2 goes to Colombia. Mariana Jaramillo. Oh my gosh, if Colombia doesn't make it in the top 5, I will be very, very pissed, because she already looked like she's ready to go all the way for the win. I mean, this is definitely not only one of the best gowns of the night, but she's also got one of the most beautiful faces during the competition. Consistently beautiful, gorgeous face. I mean, even when she looked fierce or when she smiled, I mean, her face needed a Miss Grand International crown. Oh my gosh, that was really, really good. And her walk was also one of the strongest. So for now, I'm really crossing my fingers that Colombia will go all the way to the top 5. But to me, my choice for the best in evening gown preliminaries overall, beauty-wise, walk-wise, performance-wise, everything being considered, my choice goes to my number 1, Indonesia. Sophia Rogan. I am not typically a fan of charcoal-ish glittery gown, but damn, the gown and the choice of color look perfect on her. First of all, I love the way she introduced herself. I know making fun introduction goes viral for Miss Grand International, but the way Sophia introduced herself is exactly how I wanted our next queen to be. That's the introduction that I really, really wanted. Loved her overall look. Her walk was surprisingly good, and I am just in love with the sudden poses and those fierce facial expressions that she's making. Love that very, very much. I believe that her walk was entirely consistent overall. I mean, Indonesia could actually be going for their second crown this year, and we have to understand that no country has won 2 crowns yet in Miss Grand International, and Indonesia is very, very close to making that possible after this evening gown performance. So that's it. These are my top 10 choice for the best preliminary evening gown for Miss Grand International 2021. I would love to know your choices as well, and I would love to know your thoughts about my top 10, especially the surprises like Mauritius, Hong Kong. Do you have them in your list as well? So don't forget to leave your comments below. Don't forget to give a thumbs up and share the video as well. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe because you'll be seeing more of these videos in the future. For now, thank you very much and have a wonderful day from the Philippines.